Tokyo and Ellie finally made it to their destination, and it looks like they're battling against a whole bunch of golems because the golems are there to protect the opioid that's supplying for Zora. But before we even dive into chapter 48, we have to do a quick recap on what happened in chapter 47 because I didn't really do a review. So basically, chapter 74 of Choujin X, it was just two main factors I was just focusing on. One of them was New's powers and get a better understanding of it, because based on his powers and ability, is based on the quote, the greater the risk, the greater the reward would be. Because based on how his powers operate, is that the cards that he used actually shows an impact on his opponent. But if he doesn't know the cards and he activates it, the effects of the card will be greater compared to the ones that he knows that he's going to use. And if he use it in advance and like holding it, then the impact would not be as greater as it is. So that was just a cool thing to understand New's technique. But we get a huge character development between Tokyo and Ellie. And Tokyo finally tells Ellie what that he was thinking about, because throughout the couple of chapters, we saw that Tokyo, he's been struggling with the whole method of the Yamano of Mori with Master Mato and actually Zora and her prophecy. So he finally tells Ellie that he kind of believes Zora and that he actually kind of believes her in the Dark Calamity, but he's also scared of the outcome. And Ellie agrees with him. Ellie is on board with him and was just like, you know what? I believe you too, because we don't know who's telling the truth or whatnot. But Ellie says that she will be there to go on ahead and take Zora's powers, steal it, because her Choujin powers is she is able to steal people's Choujin powers. But the difference between regular Choujin and Zora is that Zora, when we see how she gives people the mark of the beast, they actually die. So if Ellie thinks of taking the powers of Zora, then she might die. And if she doesn't die, and she actually absorbed the powers and able to use it, then she is the person that they're looking for, because she is the Chosen X. And that's just something that you have to think about, because how Ellie's powers are, because how she's able to go on ahead and steal people's powers and use them like her own. And not only that, but take away people's powers and ability. And it's just so interesting to see. And we all know that there's like three candidates to actually have the mark of the beast, which is Tokyo, Pamela, and Ozma. But one of the dark horse that I feel like people tend to forget is Ellie. And Ellie is pretty much is a good candidate that you can see that, you know, if there's like a huge twist, that you can see that it's Ellie who is going to be like, you know, the Chosen X or the savior and everything else. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a thought or theory that probably might happen, because it's just like how everything's going to play out. But that's just pretty much what happened in chapter 47, because in chapter 48, they finally arrive to the destination that they need to go, and they see a whole bunch of golems. And these golems, they're doing their jobs and everything else. And they're kind of speculating like, hey, if we go there, they probably might attack us. And that's what happened, because in chapter 48, we see that Tokyo and Ellie, they battle against these golems, and these golems are working for Zora because they're controlled by one Choujin. So we're going to call him number 16. So number 16, he is trying to destroy Ellie and Tokyo because they are intruders and that they are in this secret land, which is the land of the supplies, where they go on ahead and give Zora her power boost. So of course he wants to go ahead and destroy them and make sure that they don't steal anything from this land. And of course Tokyo and Ellie, like I said previously, they went ham. Tokyo went full beast personification and actually tried to destroy the golems, and were able enough to put some damage, and we see them doing their things. And the chapter just ends as we see Tokyo and Ellie are putting in this work. But of course, this is part one of a probably a long chapter of chapter 48. So part 2 will be coming out any moment now by the timing of this video. But this chapter and the previous chapter was really interesting. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this latest chapter of Choujin X and what you guys are very excited. But other than that, if you guys do like the video, hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.